My name is Dr. Claire Strode. I'm the owner and orthodontist here at Strode Orthodontics. You may run into me out at the soccer fields or out on the baseball diamonds. The things that I love most about orthodontics are when patients tell me how much they enjoy their smile and how much more confidence they have after having their treatment. We love serving the families and people here in South Johnson County and also surrounding areas. And I look forward to serving you and your family.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
Hi, I'm Katie Casey, and I'm honored to be a third-generation realtor in our Crown Realty family. My dad and grandparents started Crown Realty in 1973, and since then we have grown to become one of the largest brokerages in the Midwest. We now have 8 office locations and over 150 agents covering about 20 counties across Kansas and Missouri. Reach out to us today to experience the Crown Realty difference, where we are committed to treating our agents like family and our clients like royalty.
This is your home for the Broncos. Spring Hill Sports Live.
Busher, though, with the rebound. She'll go right back up with it. Gets contact and the foul. Final seconds of this first quarter. 3 on the way by Herman. Big 3 to close out the first. Over to Schultz, nearly stolen away it is. Miller, throw it out for Gaw. Gaw being trailed. Hudson elevates and lays it in. Why he didn't shoot that, I don't know. Bruce will go from way down. Oh, baked it in! Yeah. Baked it in! My God. How about them apples? Wow.
It's time for the Broncos on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics. Spring Hill Sports Live.
It's senior night here at the Hill, live inside Spring Hill High School for tonight's boys varsity wrestling duel between the Spring Hill Broncos and the Gardner-Edgerton Trailblazers. Coverage of Bronco athletics this season presented by Strode Orthodontics. Strode Orthodontics specializes in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff of Strode Orthodontics are experienced, highly trained orthodontic specialists with decades of combined experience. Locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Straight to our pregame show presented by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. To learn more, visit them at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. A very pleasant good evening to you. Happy senior night to those who are celebrating tonight. And thanks for tuning into our coverage of Broncos wrestling here on Spring Hill Sports Live alongside Ken Carbajo. Matt Jones joins me from the gridiron to the mat. I'm Brendan Pullen, and Jonesy, it's good to see you again. I haven't seen you in quite some time or called anything with you in quite some time, but happy to have you back here.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad to be back and been busy with my own wrestling season, and it's good to have a little break and watch some Bronco Trailblazer action tonight.
And it's a Bronco team that had quite a few guys in the rankings alongside Gardner-Edgerton, and we were talking with Blazers head coach Tyler Courts, who oversees this entire program. He said, I'm hoping we stack up well against these Broncos because this is going to be quite one of the most even matchups we'll ever see.
Yeah, I feel like the matchups should be pretty evenly balanced, and both teams have a couple good wrestlers, good ranked guys, and I think it's a evenly matched duel, so it should be fairly competitive. I'm excited about heavyweight.
Heavyweight, yeah, we'll kind of go over the matchups here a little bit. So we'll start off at 106, Hunter Germer versus Cooper Peterson. That should be an interesting one.
Yeah, that should be an interesting one. It's always fun watching the little guys go first, and I was like, that's the lightweights are my favorite, obviously, because there's a lot of action, a lot of movement, a lot of attacking in lightweight wrestling, so it's really fun for me to watch.
And then here's one that I'm excited for, 113, 5th-ranked Maddox Johnston taking on 6th-ranked Griffin Fisher. Fisher, who wrestled at 106 last year, is moving down to 113, and he faces a very experienced Maddox Johnston.
Yeah, Maddox has come a long way. He's improved a ton since he got to Spring Hill, and obviously Fisher being a returning state medalist at 106, so that should be a really competitive match.
At 120, 3rd-ranked Brock Slimmer will take on Diego Garcia de la Cruz, which de la Cruz is not ranked, but he's a very talented wrestler that should give Brock Slimmer quite the run tonight.
Yeah, Brock's good. He didn't wrestle last year due to an injury, but he did medal at state 2 years ago as a 106-pounder, so he's obviously got tons of matches under her belt. So that'll be an interesting one to watch, but Slimmer's pretty tough. At
126, Phoenix Wells will take on Bentley Houston. Phoenix Wells, a very talented wrestler. And at 126, he was there last year, made a state appearance last year, did really solid. So this should be an interesting one for Wells taking on Bentley Houston.
Yeah, Wells has shown some good improvement, and he came in last year. Obviously, he wrestled in middle school, and he wrestled kids club, so he's got a lot of mat time. Even though he's young, he's still got a ton of experience, a lot of matches under his belt.
132 is open for the Broncos, but whoever decides to wrestle, unless it will be called a forfeit, they'll have to take on the 4th-ranked Case Hammers of Gardner.
Hammers is tough, so there's no sense to put a inexperienced freshman in there that's a JV kid. So
we'll step aside as it's time for senior night festivities.
Welcome to Spring Hill High School and our 2026 Senior Night. Tonight we are going to recognize the members of our girls and boys wrestling teams. We're going to try to make this as quick as possible. First up tonight are our 2 senior girl wrestlers. Wrestling at 140 pounds, Morgan Hinton. Morgan is the daughter of Tim and Terry Hinton. Morgan is a 4-year member of the Bronco wrestling team, a 3-year leather winner, a state qualifier, and is currently the number 5 ranked girl in Class 5A. Her all-time favorite teacher is Mrs. Toyasi. When asked why, Morgan said, "She is a teacher who always is my listening ear. She does a great job of giving me advice and dealing with me when I get stressed out. She has excelled in the classroom, maintaining a 4.1 GPA. After graduation, Morgan plans to earn a degree in motorsports engineering, but is currently undecided on a school at this time. Senior Morgan Hinton. Wrestling at 155 pounds, Callie Clear. Callie is the daughter of Ryan and Katie Clare. Callie is a 4-year member of the Bronco wrestling team, a 4-year leather winner, a 3-year member of the Guts Club, and a state qualifier. Her all-time favorite teacher is Coach Malcolm. When asked why, Callie said, "Anytime I begin to be negative, he goes out of his way to illustrate the positive. He is the yin to my yang." She has excelled in the classroom, maintaining a 4.0 After the school year, Keegan plans to attend the University of Kansas and pursue a degree in engineering. Senior, Keegan Casson. Wrestling at 215 pounds, Tucker Wingberger. Tucker is the son of Nicholas and Casey Wingberger. Tucker is a 4-year member of the Broncos wrestling team, a 3-year letter winner, and a member of the Argos Club. His all-time favorite teacher is Coach Tuttle. When asked why, Tucker said, he came to us this year and has made learning and working hard fun. He is always there for me and encouraging. He's my guy. After this school year, Tucker is interested in Penn State and pursuing a career as an electrician. Senior, Tucker Wingberger. And our final senior of the evening, wrestling heavyweight, Duncan Pinkham. Duncan is the son of Butch and Billy Pinkham. He is a 4-year member of the Broncos wrestling team, a 3-year letter winner, and a 2-year member of our Argos Club. His all-time favorite teacher is Mrs. Gutierrez. When asked why, Duncan said, as my advisory teacher, she has had a bigger impact on me than any other teacher. She is always there for me, regardless of the situation. He has excelled in the classroom, maintaining a 3.0 GPA. After graduation, Duncan is currently planning to play football at William Woods University and pursue a business degree. Senior, Duncan Pinkham. We're going to give the seniors a few minutes to get some pics from their parents.
So we congratulate all the seniors recognized here this evening, and be the final time they wrestle inside this gymnasium, and what a moment it must be for them.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Senior night's always fun, and it's a lot of hard work from not just the kids and the coaches, but mom and dad, especially in a sport like wrestling. It's pretty emotional and a lot of laundry.
We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll give you the matchups. And our first duel of the evening, Hunter Germer versus Cooper Peterson. It's all coming up next on your home of the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.
I've been doing real estate for 8 years now, and we've run across clients where they're interested in land, but then what do we do with it? Well, what do you want to do with it?
There's a lot of pressure on the individuals now to make those decisions quickly. And I think with our experience, with our backgrounds, we know how to work with the cities and how to work with the contractors to make it a smoother process for the buyer.
So if you're looking for real estate
For land planning services,
contact us today at epre.biz.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
First Auction Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, studying animal science or learning about farm and ranch management. Maybe you belong here as part of Helms Hoops on the hardwood. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
First Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I've been doing real estate for 8 years now, and we've run across clients where they're interested in land, but then what do we do with it? Well, what do you want to do with it?
There's a lot of pressure on individuals now to make those decisions quickly. And I think with our experience, with our backgrounds, we know how to work with the cities and how to work with the contractors to make it a smoother process for the buyer.
So if you're looking for real estate
or land planning services,
contact us today at epre.biz.
At Fort Scott Community College, we understand that a scary part of figuring out your future isn't only answering the question, what should I do, but where do I belong? Maybe you belong here, preparing for a career in healthcare as part of Fort Scott Community College's nursing program. Or maybe you belong on stage as part of the Hounds band or theater department. I don't know where you've been or where you're headed, but I know we're saving a spot for you because you belong at Fort Scott Community College.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, let's run down the matchups. We'll go back to 106, Hunter Germer versus Cooper Peterson. 113, Maddox Johnston, 5th ranked in the state against 6th ranked Griffin Fisher. At 120, 3rd ranked Brock Slimmer takes on Diego Garcia de la Cruz. At 126, Phoenix Wells against Bentley Houston. 132, it's open, but Whoever decides to wrestle will take on 4th-ranked Case Hammers. And again, you mentioned that'll be a tough draw for if it's a forfeit possibly, or whoever will decide to wrestle at 132. And then 138, we have Braden Cannelly versus Xavier Randall. Which Cannelly was a state qualifier last year, and Randall as well, also a state qualifier. So it'll be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, they both sneaked into the state tournament last year, so it should be a competitive match for them and fairly evenly matched.
We go to 150. Eli Sprague will take on 3rd-ranked Roman Klaus, or 144, sorry. Eli Sprague takes on Roman Klaus, which, hang on. Oh, 144, okay, sorry. Grady Meyer takes on Champ Gaither. So I completely missed 144.
It happens. Champ Gaither, I believe, is a freshman. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that his dad's a former state champion at Shrine Mission West High School. So got a lot of wrestling lineage.
Now we can move to 150. Eli Sprague takes on 3rd-ranked Roman Klaus, which then will be a tough draw for Sprague, but I should be confident that Sprague can have a chance.
That's a tough draw. Klaus is good, and he was a state finalist last year, and he's looking to make the state finals in 6A again this year. That'd be a tough draw for Sprague.
At 157, Grayson O'Neill will take on Ashton Cupp, and you like Ashton Cupp a lot in this matchup.
Yeah, Cupp's good. He's wrestled our 157-pounder several times, and they've been real competitive matches. He's good on his feet, and it should be, he's tough. He's probably looking to sneak into the state medals this year in 6A.
165, Connor Holland takes on Trenton Estrada.
Don't know much about either of them. I know that should be a competitive match, and 165 is always competitive. That's where you start getting your big muscular guys, so be interesting to see.
175, Jackson McCurdy takes on Hunter Brown, which...
And I think that's similar to 165. This is interesting where you get to see a lot of your football players that have wrestled for a couple years and good athletes, strong.
When we get to the 190, you should be a little familiar. Colin Lovett, who was a state qualifier last year, takes on Garrett Davis.
Yeah, Lovett's got to be... He's got to be ready to go. Davis will give him a good match, and Lovett having that state tournament experience will help him out.
At 215, Brendan Hill against Firul Guksa.
That's an interesting one. We noticed one of the seniors was Wingard Tucker, and he hurt his knee at the very beginning of the year. He made a point to get down to 215, and right out of the gate he got hurt, and that was really unfortunate. But Brendan Hill's been doing a good job filling in for him.
And at heavyweight, Duncan Pinkham takes on Landon Sweat, which you mentioned this will be one of the best matchups we'll see outside of Johnston and Fisher.
This should be an interesting match. Heavyweight in this side of the state is loaded. Like from 10 all the way to 1 is really, really competitive. They have both beat some really, really good wrestlers, some ranked kids, some state medalists. So that'll be a fun one to watch.
Absolutely, and of course, Gardner-Edgerton, led by head coach Tyler Courts, who supervises, which is an interesting thing I'll kind of dive into. Courts supervises both wrestling programs. They each have their selective head coaches, but he supervises both programs. And of course, we saw him last year as one of the East coaches at the Kansas Shrine Duels last year, but he's done a phenomenal job with this program, and you're seeing the results display off.
Yeah, he does a good job. It's a lot to take on 2 full wrestling programs, and I think Gardner's recognized that, and they've kind of assigned him as the wrestling CEO, if you will. And you can see Josh Carroll walking down the sideline, and he would be your boys coordinator, boys head coach. So he's the one that leads practice. He's the one in the corner during the duels. So it's an interesting concept, kind of like an offensive or defensive coordinator.
And then for the Broncos, Tucker Wolfter leads this program, and there's a lot of youth in this side of Spring Hill, but one thing remains: they are a steady 5A program that you're not going to see them ranked all that often. You're going to see a few wrestlers here and there ranked, but what he provides in terms of stability and program growth is impressive, and you're going to see that tonight when they duel off here against Gardner, one of the top teams in 6A.
Right. Coach Wolfter's always done a really good job. He promotes wrestling. He promotes both boys and girls wrestling, and he's been a staple for Bronco wrestling for years and years, and he's done a really good job. They're always competitive in duels, tournaments, and they've always got a couple of really tough wrestlers.
And he's had state champion last year. Campbell Murmis won the state tournament last year in wrestling.
First ever girls state champion for Spring Hill High.
And they had two
2 in the finals.
2 in the finals, yeah. And they had 2 in the Shrine Duels as well. So here we go, 106. Hunter Germer versus Cooper Peterson. What do you like about these young, these lightweight kids that?
They're quick,
right there,
they're
yeah.
fast, they're explosive. You know, the risk reward when you attack in the lightweight is you can take a shot and the risk just isn't as high. As if you do that at 190 and you get, you know, they defend it, it's a lot harder to get out of underneath for somebody weighing 190 pounds than it is 106.
Germer just trying to shoot, but Peterson's just standing his ground here early on.
Duck under attempt.
No score so far just yet.
Yeah, both of them trying to they're both feeling each other out a little bit. We've seen a couple half shot attempts by Germer.
Here, Coach Woofter say go for the knee.
Valid.
There he goes.
Peterson was kind of waiting for that. He attacked with his re-attack.
And you see 3 points for a takedown for Peterson.
Peterson using the length to be able to get around the corner and secure the takedown. Now you can see him going over top for a cradle, but they're out of bounds. If he would have kept his foot in, we would have had some points.
3-0 lead for Peterson here in the first period. And Germer will position bottom.
Germer up really quick, hand fighting to try to get his escape point. Staying in the mat. Peterson returns him really well.
Germer again almost had that escape, but Peterson doing his best to keep him down.
Yeah, Peterson's doing a good job reacting.
And that'll, I believe, do the first period. So it'll be choice for Germer. He'll take neutral.
Good low single attempt right off the whistle. Unfortunately, he can't do that again. He's not gonna know it's coming. Re-attacked by Germer. He's in on the leg. But Peterson doing a good job of heavy hips.
Germer keeping on the single leg. Trying to get him on his back.
Good chaining by both wrestlers.
And Germer will tie it up at 3 with a takedown.
What a good, that was just some really good scramble wrestling. They were both in some really crazy positions and just keeping low hips. And Germer did a great job of rounding the corner and securing the takedown.
Again, tied up at 3-3. Germer trying to make a move.
Good roll through by Germer. And you need to do it again.
There's another one, but Peterson trying to gain control.
Germer needs to bail right now.
2 for reversal. It's a 5-3 lead for Peterson.
Important time for Germer to score some points. Peterson's got his half in really deep. Peterson good on top. Germer's got to be able to base up and get to his feet. He doesn't want to be down below very often or very, very long. Peterson's really good on top. You can see the contact that his chest is making on top, and he's just stuck to him like glue.
Germer's got to hang on to escape the second period. Not before he gains control.
That was a good cradle defense. Peterson had the cradle locked up,
and he's got
Germer
2.
was able just to hip heist through and absolutely caught Peterson off guard.
So towards the end of that, Germer got 2 for a reversal.
Peterson's lucky he didn't give it back points. I think that's what they're talking about right now.
Yeah.
We can't see the scoreboard, so we're not going to know. I did not see the official award back points.
So I want to say, I think he also gave 2 back points there for Peterson as well.
Should have been for Germer.
Well, he held up 2 on one end, and then he held up 2 on the other. They're trying to figure out now. So we're into period 3. And there's an escape point. Peterson's got position on Germer by his head.
Peterson's working in a front headlock position. Germer needs to get hand control and be able to circle out of this. This is exactly where Peterson likes to be. Good job by Germer to get back and clear it to his feet. He's got a leg. He just keeps circling around the corner.
Germer trying to go for the single leg, and
Peterson definitely has the advantage here. He's got Germer stretched out. It's like he's going to keep circling around. One more big step, and he's going to secure the takedown.
He's got 3.
Germer's got some work to do. He's going to need to base up and get a takedown or be able to take Peterson straight to his back. He's shown the ability to do that.
If there's any time for Germer to get points, it's right now. You can see he was trying to get to his feet, but Peterson containing the riding time on Germer.
Yeah, and you can tell, if this was a college match, he would definitely be rewarded for that. You get a point in college, high school you don't, but he's doing an excellent job on top.
Oh. Trying to get Germer to his back is Peterson. Here comes the assistant, which might give, Germer trying to get away. Peterson really close on his back. They'll give him 2 for back points, I believe.
Yep, he's going to award 2 more near fall. Without seeing the scoreboard, I'm not sure if it's a major decision for him or if it's a standard decision. Major decision would be an 8 to 14 point victory.
So Peterson will earn the Blazers their first win of this duel.
113, we have Spring Hill Johnson, Gardner.
So here we go, a big time matchup. At 113 pounds, it's 5th ranked Maddox Johnston taking on 6th ranked Griffin Fisher. Johnston wants to attend Pitt State after this. He did take a visit to Ottawa last year in his junior campaign, but he'll decide on going to K-State, my bad, Kansas State. Johnston finished runner-up at the Frontier League championship the championship this year. And you got Griffin Fisher, who's wrestling at 113. He was at 106 last year, finished 6th at the 6A state tournament.
Yeah, it's a big jump going up 7 pounds to 113.
They'll wrestle out of bounds. So it'll be neutral back in the center.
Okay, it looks like the final to 106 was 11-5, so 6-point victory, so we're just looking at a standard decision.
No score here in this one so far, and Fisher's headgear came off.
Good time to catch your breath for both guys.
Absolutely. Spring Hill qualified 10 guys last year. They graduated quite a lot. You mentioned Mavry Bartek, who's a 2-time regional champ, 4-time state qualifier.
Yep, state finalist last year. Good kid. I believe he went to the military, if I'm not mistaken.
He did, yeah. I did see that. Yeah, Gage Wingeter, who's also in the house as well. Currently wrestling at Labette Community College. He was a 2-time state qualifier. He placed 3rd at regionals last year at Baser. I believe
Medal
regionals
to state.
He did, yeah.
He got fourth, and he actually upset Stephen Carroll from Aquinas, who this year is having a fantastic year at heavyweight. Still 0-0. Both wrestlers kind of feeling each other out. Not a lot of action yet. They're working the top. You can see their upper body quite a bit. Neither wrestler's committed to a shot.
Johnston trying to go for a shot, but he's quickly defended off, and it'll be Fisher to take down. What do you like about that, Jonesy?
I think down's important. Down's typically pretty consistent choice. That was a great standing switch, or a great switch from that position to get the 2-point reversal. But down is easier is not the right word, but it's more efficient to be able to get that 1-point escape than it is a takedown. Takedown's really hard to get. That's why it's worth 3 points.
So 2-0 in favor of Fisher to start off here in the second period. This time it'll be Johnston who chooses down, or is down position.
Johnson needs the hand fight and be able to turn the corner.
You go out of bounds once more.
He had his own attempt at a standing switch, just couldn't quite get it, and Fisher did a good job pushing them out of bounds, so he couldn't finish it.
Johnston almost that first time around was able to almost escape, but not before it was Fisher that was able to take him down.
Johnson did a really good job there. You can see that he was hand fighting. He was kind of facing away from us, but he was trying to get hand control, and the offensive wrestler on top needs to return to the mat within a 5 count. That's why you can see the stall call, and then the Gardner wrestler pushed him away, gave him the escape.
2-1 Fisher.
Neither wrestler's been overly aggressive on their feet. You saw that shot by Johnson just a couple seconds ago. Lucky he got out of that. He actually kind of shot cross body, had his head on the wrong side.
And just a point that Johnston trails. Now the wrestler has made quite a big move outside of Fisher, being able to get 2 for a reversal. That put him in front.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those low-scoring matches that a takedown is going to be absolutely huge. Whoever can get that 3 points going to put themselves in a good spot. And this is where Gardner needs to be careful. They've already been warned for stalling, and they're wrestling the edge, and he's kind of backing up right now. That's put him in a little bit of a bad spot, because if he keeps wrestling the edge like that, he's going to give up another stalling, and that's going to be a point for Spring Hill.
You can see Johnston just push Fisher out of bounds there.
Right. Now, usually an official, if they're just pushing him out of bounds, they're not going to go for that. But if they are shooting them out of bounds and the guy backs away, that's going to be stalling.
We're in the third period.
Johnson up to his feet again.
Once more out of bounds. Johnston again down.
Got to be able to tie it up so they can work on their feet. Again, Gardner's looked really good on top in these first 2 matches. Johnson, hip heist, good follow by Fisher.
Trying to get to his feet, and then again out of bounds they go.
You tell Gardner, we talked about the chest pressure earlier, that when they follow, they keep their chest glued to the back of their opponent.
Go back to Fisher, who had a really impressive Sunflower League championship outing and hit the 113 bracket. Had 3 forfeited matchups, and then he beat Crosby Hengler of Lathan North, and then Owen Brenneman of Shawnee Mission North, both by decision.
Yeah, some Florida leagues tried something new this year and tried dual tournaments. I think it'll be a one and done type scenario. I think they're going back to an individual tournament next year.
Performed okay at Throwdown in Joetown and St. Joe back in end of January. Lost just 2 matchups.
That was a fun tournament. We were up there as well. They go in their little arena that's in downtown St. Joe. Johnson's really got to work up. He's got to be able to score to tie this match up. Johnson's got Fisher in a bad spot. He's hipping over, and he's going to get a reversal. He's going to take the lead.
3-2 in favor of Johnston. Got a reversal right near the outer part of the circle.
You see Fisher's shoulder and hips dropped, and Johnson made him pay by stepping over. Another switch attempt by Fisher.
All Johnston's got to do is get him down. Can't let Fisher escape to tie this one up.
And Johnson's down to the leg. He's not been warned for stalling. He's still got a lot of time left in this match. No escape yet. Johnson's still in control. Cannot give up a reversal.
It's the last thing you want to do. Fisher's going to try and go for it. Johnston hanging on, waning seconds in this one. Johnston to have Spring Hill's first one, and there's the escape point. Knotted up at 3.
We are all tied up, going to overtime. Sudden victory overtime, first point wins, not just takedown, first point.
3-3 for Johnston. It'll be Spring Hill's first win in this duel. Fisher trying to keep the points for Gardner coming.
As advertised.
As advertised. This matchup has been as advertised. 3-3.
Fisher's got a stall warning against him. We'll see if that comes into play.
And again, if it's another stall warning, that's going to be a point.
Correct.
That would be the win.
It'd have to be pretty blatant, in my opinion, in this situation for the official to call it, but again, no takedowns in the match. We've only seen escapes and reversals.
Going right near the edge of the mat.
You can see that time he actually did shoot him off a little bit. If that happens a couple more times, we might see a stall.
So they'll go neutral. You can look over and see Johnston. Oh.
Potentially blood time.
Blood time, yeah. Looked to be that way, yeah. Something happened to Fisher there.
Both wrestlers get to catch their breath. Coach Wolfter gets to go talk to Johnston a little bit.
You can see there's 3 coaches over talking to Fisher.
Yeah. Fisher hasn't taken a shot yet, but he's shown some pretty good defense. Johnson's been the aggressor in the neutral position, but his shots have not been, he's shooting straight into him. He needs to get his feet moving, and he's essentially create an angle. You know, it's if you can get closer to the leg, it's easier to shoot on.
I believe now it's also going to be, looks to be that Wolfter is going to
clean up.
So Griffin Fisher, the sophomore, versus Maddox Johnston, the senior. Upperclassman v. underclassman. Been as advertised, 3-3 all. Fisher is already in his high school career 78-48. Unofficially 27-15 this year. First to score wins here. You can see that it's going to be close to the final seconds of this overtime period. Someone has to make a move. Johnston trying to go. And we'll go to decision.
See the disc, flips. Gardner defers. Spring Hill's going to get the choice. You can only choose top or bottom. And they wrestle 2 30-second periods. And you just score as many points as you can, but it's just started in referee's position.
And Johnston's going to go bottom, and this is probably going to be trying to get an escape.
I'd say that get out as quick as you can. 30 seconds goes fast. Peterson has shown that he's pretty good on top.
Johnston on 1 foot. Fisher trying to maintain control. Johnston gets to his feet. Ooh, a bit of a toss in the air.
Johnston's got to hit something off the whistle. There's short time right now. He's got to be explosive. If he's got a Granby, this would be a great time to let it rip. It's up.
Oh. Fisher's close to some points. Johnston has to escape. And time expires.
Okay, so they're going to go second 30 seconds. Johnston's going to take down, or excuse me, Fisher's going to take down. Essentially, he just has to win this 30 seconds. Get an escape, reversal. Johnston's got to have a good ride here.
So now it's Fisher's time to try and escape.
Johnston's trying a pinning combination. He's got to hook that leg. And we're short time again. If he could just hold on here, even if he doesn't score from here, you can see how he's trying to stack.
Fisher trying to get to his feet. Johnston with a bit of control.
And we're going to go to the ultimate tiebreaker, how this works. And this is where choosing down at the very beginning comes into play. Gardner-Wrestler scored first, so he gets choice. All he needs to do is escape.
I think that's all either one wrestler wants to do is trying to get an escape point to try and win this thing as quick as possible.
Right.
Again, coming up at 120, third-ranked Brock Slimmer takes on Diego Garcia de la Cruz. Should be another interesting one. Garcia de la Cruz not ranked, but has been a steady wrestler in this Gardner program. Brock Slimmer, again, ranked 3 in 5A.
Johnston's got a mat returning, and he does. He's got to hold on. If he rides, he wins.
Fisher trying to get to his feet. Johnston takes him out of bounds.
No stall call. Stalling shouldn't come into play. All Johnston needs to do is ride him out. If I were him, get my initial breakdown and drop to a leg and elevate it.
Fisher to his feet. Johnston quickly riding him out of bounds, and there's a stall. So now both teams with a stall warning. It's got to be pure wrestling. Johnston throws him down.
He didn't see it. He's locking his hands. That's a technical violation.
Fisher trying to go for the reversal, and he escapes. Fisher will take this one.
What a match. What a match.
And yep, there's that technical call. And Fisher will win Gardner's straight duel.
Kudos to both wrestlers. That was an amazing match. They both grinded it out.
120, Springfield Slimmer, Gardner, Garcia de la Cruz.
So here we go. At 120, it's third-ranked Brock Slimmer taking on Diego de la Cruz.
Spring Hill needs to have Slimmer earn some bonus points. He needs to get a big win. Keep pace in the duel.
Brock Slimmer, the only Frontier League champion this year for the Broncos at 120.
See, Slimmer stays in really good position. Low, hard to score on. Good heavy hands when he ties up.
De la Cruz, just a freshman this year. (30-14) so far this year.
Pretty good record for a freshman. Slimmer with the leg attack. He's going to climb up, secure the takedown.
3-point takedown for Slimmer, but one escape for De La Cruz. 3-1 here early in the first period. De La Cruz had a really good day at the Sunflower League champion. Ended up winning his bracket. He had a tech fall 19-3 for Shawnee Mission North's Marion Gregory Thomas. There's 3 for another takedown for Slimmer. 6-1 in favor of the Broncos. Slimmer running away with this one so far.
Slimmer looks like he's going to settle in on top a little bit. See, cut him immediately after his first takedown. Looks like he's going to work for some near fall points. They need a pin to keep pace with Gardner.
A pin would do wonders.
It would tie the duel.
Slimmer just maintaining top.
Strong.
Has plenty of control. Slimmer's just going to try and ride it out the rest of the period. Yeah, he is. He has a 6-1 early lead. They'll defer to Spring Hill. And Slimmer will choose bottom. Now, interesting for a 6-1 lead on Slimmer. What do you think the decision went into that one?
I think bottom is pretty typical when you have the choice. If you
He
don't
gets the
prefer.
escape right there. Yeah, 7-1.
Yeah, and it's good in a wrestler like this, even though he's already taken him down twice. He's shown that he's pretty competitive in the neutral position, but you know, every wrestler needs to be good on bottom.
Wrestling near the mat now. Slimmer will shoot and will take it right to the Bronco bench.
Like the re-attack. Gardner tried to clear the tie. Slimmer level changed, went in for an attack. Even though it was off the mat, still sets the tone. Slimmer's definitely the aggressor. He's got heavy hands.
Yeah, he was trying to shoot early. He almost had a shot on De La Cruz before he fended off, and here he goes again.
And he went from a front headlock to a re-attack.
Wants to try and go for the leg. The leg he'll get.
He's in on a single.
De La Cruz trying to defend.
He's doing a good job. Slimmer with the waterfall finish. Needs to keep his hips a little bit lower. Needs to be able to walk around the corner to his right. He needs to move or they're going to call stalemate. You can see him trying to kick his foot up to be able to hook. This was not. They're done watching that. They're going to call stalemate and have him reset. Look, De La Cruz is doing a good job, like keeping his head above water right now. He's not able to do a whole lot of offense against Slimmer. He's just kind of trying to survive right now.
Slimmer again going for a shot. Got a single leg. And he's got De La Cruz on his back for the moment.
Slimmer had a pretty good chance to finish the shot, but he didn't rotate his body. He kind of settled in there right over the feet and didn't rotate.
Slimmer's got both of De La Cruz's legs.
He's going to have a leg cradle. Oh, nope.
Ooh.
A little flurry with a takedown for Slimmer.
11-1 in favor of Slimmer. We're done with 2. 1 more to go. And De La Cruz will choose neutral. And it looks to be we have a timeout for blood.
More blood.
So again, 11-1 in favor of Slimmer. 3 takedowns and an escape. De La Cruz only scored an escape. Or is it 10? Yeah, it'd be 10-1, excuse me.
Math's hard.
Math is hard, yeah.
And it's hard when you don't see the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought they would have it on the scoreboard there, but it's only just on the TV. And so far, our track wrestling's only updating. They're not doing it live. It's more just
it's kind of
just after the match kind of fact. So Slimmer gets checked out. We'll again preview this next matchup at 126. Phoenix Wells will take on Bentley Houston.
Yeah, if the match is even remotely as close as the first couple, we should be in for a good one. Been very competitive matches.
See Slimmer again trying to shoot high. De La Cruz wanting to shoot now as well. He's in a bit of a hurry. Slimmer, another takedown.
Nice dump right to his hip. Secures another takedown.
13-1 in favor of Brock Slimmer.
Slimmer hasn't been able to turn him yet. He's been able to take him down, but
had a close call, and it'll let De La Cruz escape 13-2. Which it gives Slimmer a chance to kind of reset. Shooting for the single leg.
you see he sets all that up by just being so heavy. He's tapping on the head. He's heavy. He's making De La Cruz, he's bending his neck. He's working his back, and then when he stands up, opens him right up for a takedown attempt.
I'll call stalemate again.
Yeah, De La Cruz doing a decent job defensively.
I think Slimmer just wanted De La Cruz to make that first move there.
Right.
You should see him kind of just get back to the knee, and then De La Cruz wanting to take a shot. Go to the edge of the mat and wrestle out.
Slimmer needs some more bonus points. Right now he's got a major decision, but I think a tech fall or a pin would be
the more ideal scenario for
ideal.
Spring Hill to try and get themselves back in this duel. Again, 13-2 in favor of Slimmer.
De La Cruz with a good outside single. Slimmer defends it well.
De La Cruz just has the ankle right there, Slimmer.
We worked on this situation in practice today.
And there's three for a takedown for De La Cruz. 13-5 in favor of Slimmer still.
He's going to barely get the major. That's cutting it a little closer than Coach Wifter would like, I'm sure.
And there's the final whistle. Brock Slimmer secures the first win for Spring Hill in this duel, taking down Diego De La Cruz. You can see Slimmer just in a little bit of pain. Oh. you got to make that decision, yeah.
He doesn't feel very good. He got popped, I think.
So it looked to be that Phoenix Wells will not wrestle. So he'll win by forfeit.
132, Spring Hill, Sinclair, Gardner, Hammers.
So Justin Sinclair looks like he's going to wrestle Hammers.
We will. So it'll be interesting. Well, this is originally not on the sheet, but it looks like Justin Sinclair will wrestle. And instead of Phoenix Wells, who will give the win to Bentley Houston at 128. So here we go at 132. It's Justin Sinclair taking on the fourth-ranked Case Hammers. Should be a fun one. Sinclair placed third at the Frontier League duels, or at the Frontier League Championship at 132. Hammers did not place, but he was a state qualifier for Gardner last year.
Right. Good wrestling family. His brother was a very successful high school wrestler.
There's three for a takedown early for Hammers.
Hammers going right to the crossbody leg ride.
3-0 early lead for Case Hammers.
And Sinclair's doing what he needs to do. He's trying to control the hands, keep his hips up. He needs a hip smash just like that. Actually, pretty decent position. Hammers is, you can see how he kind of flows around the corner. Looking to lock up a cradle now. Sinclair needs to be very careful. He needs to hand fight. Get rid of that grip. Exactly what Sinclair needs, a restart.
Hammers over 100 career wins in his high school campaign, just as a junior, 31-13 this year. Last recorded matchup he had was against Ty Singeman of Baldwin when they had a duel back on the 20th of January. Hammers won 3-0 by fall. Hammers has plenty of control here. He's got the wrist.
So when Sinclair quad pods up like that, he's opened himself up to the leg ride. And Hammers is kind of draped over the top. He's high. It's really stretching out Sinclair. Sinclair saved by the bell, but he is going to give up 4 near fall points.
There he is, 4 points, so it's make it a 7-0 lead for Hammers after 1.
Right. Hammers will be on bottom, Sinclair on top. See what he's got, see if he can neutralize Hammers' offense a little bit. Sinclair's usually pretty decent in the top position. He's going to do some leg riding of his own. And he's looking for back points too. See, I can play this game too. Stretching him out. He's trying the power half on the left side.
Hammers just a junior, Sinclair a senior.
Sinclair lost the leg ride. Needs to get the foot back in. Hips are too low. Hammers is in better position right now. Struggling to get that arm out. Justin did a great job moving his hips around, maintaining control. He's got Hammers in a real awkward position now, and he's going for some back points.
I believe they just called a caution.
They called it potentially dangerous, and his shoulder was pretty snug. It was tight, but I don't know.
Justin was doing anything he could really to try and get some back points.
He really did, and I think he had him close. Sinclair again trying to ride the legs. Hips are way too low right now. Hammers is in a good position right here. Justin needs to rotate his hips just like last time.
There's 2.
That was
for reversal.
Yep, Sinclair almost worms his way out to neutralize it. Not able to do so. Now he's fighting for his life now. He's going to give up some near fall.
So it's 9-0 already. Make it 2 more for a near fall. So it's 11-0.
That's a potentially dangerous the way his arm's bent over the head.
Just give him 2 more.
Yep.
13-0 now in favor of Hammers.
And if Justin could, yep, exactly, right there. Good reversal.
There's 2 for reversal. There's Sinclair's first points. Possibly some back points here. Trying to go for the pin. He's got Hammers on his back. Secures the pin. Ooh.
I think he ran out of time.
He ran out of time. Hang on. Did he?
We're going to go into the third period. Sinclair thinks he won, but we're going to have to wrestle the third period. That was a 6-point flurry, though, by Sinclair.
13-6, yes.
I think if there was about another half second left in this period, this match is over.
Almost had the pin. Almost thought he did.
He thought he won. He had his headgear off.
Yeah, he did.
The referee just looks over at Coach Woofter. Sinclair trying to cross body ride. Good hip smash by Hammers. Sinclair able to follow, and he's going to work that shoulder. You can see that brace. Sinclair is grinding on top. He's going for more back points.
Jim is loving it. You can hear Coach Woofter encouraging him.
Could be a huge win for Justin. And he's going to get some near fall points.
He's going to get some more near fall. He's got Hammers completely on his back. Hammers trying to squirm out of it.
He's looking for the fall.
He's looking for it. I think he's going to get it.
There it is! 6 points for the Broncos.
A huge statement victory for the senior Justin Sinclair, taking down the 4th ranked in 6A Case Hammers. A big statement victory at 132 for Justin Sinclair. What a win.
Boy, at the end of the second period, that flurry that Sinclair, where he almost pinned him, you could tell he broke Hammers at that point. And Sinclair going on top again, he was able to just grind that one out. Good gritty victory for Justin Sinclair. And now we've got a duel, 10-12. Trailblazers ahead by 2.
So here we go at 138, Braden Kennelly versus Xavier Randall. This will be another interesting one. 138 pounds. Broncos getting their first victory via fall in the last moments of the 3rd period. Now it's a fresh start for the Broncos. 1 escape point. Make it another 3. This match is moving fast. There's 2.
So 4-5. Five to 5, I think.
It's let him wrestle a little bit outside. Just the foot of Kennelly still in.
Yep, as long as you have a supporting point, you can stay. That's close to a takedown almost.
Wow,
Not quite.
Kennelly keeping his foot in. Trying to go for the single leg.
They're going to call stalemate and go back to the middle.
Stalemate, yeah. It's either 5-5 or 5-4 in favor.
That flurry was all in about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Nice duck under attempt. Kennelly's on the leg. Good.
Go for a back point, but there's
takedown.
the takedown. Xavier Randall.
Randall did a good job of sitting in the corner. Kennelly had his hips just a little bit too high. You got to have low hips in that position.
It's either 6-5 or 8-5.
We'll go 8-5.
We'll go 8-5 in favor of Randall. Randall might try and ride it out for the rest of the way on Kennelly. Unless he's trying to, he almost tried to flip him on his back.
Short time in the first period. If we could zoom in on the scoring table's track.
If only we could.
Nope.
So Gardner's decision, and it looks to be that Randall will take bottom.
Switch attempt, re-switch attempt. Love the constant motion. Oh, we got an escape.
You got a takedown.
Takedown.
And there's going to be some points in favor of Kennelly. He wants it. It's there for the taking. He's oh so close to the back. There, he's got it. And not before Randall will take control. He's got another 3, plus some more points. Wants to go for the pin.
A lot of rolling through.
Give him 2. Give him 2 for reversal.
They're going to award some back eventually. Not a good position.
I believe it's 17-5 in favor of Xavier Randall.
Yeah, they've scored in flurries, that's for sure. Well, it should be higher than 5 because Kennelly got some back points. It might not matter if he can't get out of this position right here. He's not.
There's the pin. Gardner-Edgerton responds back with a pin of their own. Randall takes down Kennelly at 138. Trailblazers have won their 3rd in 4 matches already here.
144 is the one that was
the one that I didn't write down. So 144, Grady Meyer versus Champ Gaither. Now, you mentioned you're a big fan of Champ Gaither.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I believe his dad was on one of the really good Shawnee Mission West teams in the mid-90s, and they've lost out on a state title by 2 points, maybe even half a point. They were a loaded team, if I'm not mistaken. Nice trip. See, that's not a takedown because while his foot was in bounds, it popped up off the mat and then hit. In college, that's a takedown. High school, it's not. College has a cylinder rule. It continues up infinitively to infinity. Did I say that right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, close enough. I believe they did change a few rules this year, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a year ago.
A year ago is the when they made the big changes, adding a point to a takedown, so now it's 3, and the out of bounds only having to have 1 supporting point in. It makes it similar to the college wrestling. Nice ankle pick. The Gaither.
3 for Gaither plus another near fall. So Gaither takes the first lead of this one.
This is a great time to score. Right after a takedown, you could see he went straight for his pinning
Got
combination.
1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Plenty of control for Gaither. Both his feet still in the mat, trying to look to turn him. He just got out, but they're going to give him 4 for an ear fall. It's a 7-0 lead for Gaither, as we're closing in on the final moments of the first period. No, you're going to try.
Escape.
Gaither just has his hands, and there's the first points for Meyer with an escape. 7-1. And that's the end of 1. Gardner defers. Choice goes to the Broncos. And Wolfter says down. So here we are in period 2, 7-1 lead for Champ Gaither and the Trailblazers, and this one at 144 pounds. Gaither getting a takedown and a near fall. Meyer picks up another escape point, make it 7-2.
Takedown here would be huge, closing the gap just a little bit.
And Gaither trying to toss him to the ground, but not before Meyer. As Gaither, and you can hear Coach Wolfter saying, try and get his shoulder down. Gaither tried to go for a shot. He's got the leg. Not a waterfall right there.
A waterfall position for Gaither. Meyer's doing a good job. You can see he's holding the ankle. Gaither does a good job rotating his hips over. He's going to secure a takedown and near fall.
2 for near fall. It's 12-2 for Gaither. Gaither's just going to ride Meyer out towards the end of the mat. Ooh, bad position for Meyer, trying to turn his hips. Gaither read that well. He'll give Meyer an escape point. That's the 3rd straight for Meyer.
He avoided the near fall.
12-3 for Gaither. Back to neutral.
Nice ankle pick to the other
There's
side.
a takedown for Gaither. 15-3.
Same sequence at the end of the other period. Ankle pick. Look for that half. He did it with the other side, on the other side of the mat earlier.
Almost got near fall points, but time expired. So Gaither will choose neutral. And this has been kind of the specialty for Gaither, that he's been able to go neutral and he's been able to create some opportunities with a couple takedowns and a couple near falls as well.
Right, scoring in chunks is huge. Gaither again on that ankle low.
It's 15-3 in favor of Gaither. Make it 18-3 with a takedown.
Straight feet to back.
And the fall. Back-to-back wins via the fall for Gardner-Edgerton. It's Champ Gaither with the win.
Gardner extends their lead in the duel, up 14, 24-10 over the Broncos. Broncos need a W big time from Sprague, but he's going to have a tough one against Roman Klaus.
This is going to be match 150, Spring Hill Slimmer and Klaus for Gardner.
They say, I think
Yeah,
they meant
that's
to
not
say Sprague.
Is that Sprague?
They said Slimmer.
Yeah, I think that was
a typo. So at 150, Eli Sprague taking on third-ranked Roman Klaus. Again, we mentioned Roman Klaus was a state finalist last year. Phenomenal wrestler. And Sprague is kind of, I believe, split some time between JV and varsity, kind of on that sub-varsity level. So he'll get the nod at 150 for Coach Wolfter. And off to a great start is Klaus, 3 for a takedown.
Klaus showing no fear. Sprague got in on a pretty decent leg attack. But Klaus just having really, really heavy hips. Good physical wrestler. Locking up a cradle.
There's going to be some near fall points. Unless he can get the takedown here, and he does. Klaus takes care of Sprague in just a matter of about a minute.
Once again, Gardner extends their lead 30-10 over the Broncos.
Spring Hill O'Neill and Cup for Gardner.
So we move on quickly to the next matchup. At 157, Grayson O'Neill takes on Ashton Cupp. As we move down the ladder, what are you going to see more of from these guys, Jonesy?
I think the bigger they get, it's an interesting style of wrestling because there's more power involved. So maybe what worked at 120, it's just going to have to be done with a little more intentionality. When you shoot, if you get stuck underneath, it's going to be really hard to finish against the bigger, stronger guys.
Both these guys trying to take shots up high.
Cup trying to load up over under. Nice trip. No points yet.
Neal had him in a headlock for a second. Goes to the single leg. And nice job by Cup to move his hips, yeah. Cup's got 3 for a takedown. 3-0 lead for Cup early on O'Neill.
Cup looking for a tilt. Now he's going to change his mind, go straight to the leg ride. Looking to score from a Turk. 1 count, hadn't gotten any more than 1.
Cup 54-40 in his high school career, 24-16 this year. There's going to be some more swipes from the referee.
The match should actually have stopped because O'Neill's foot hit the hardwood.
2 for a near fall. 1 escape for O'Neill. So it's 5-1 in favor of Ashton Cupp.
Cup in that underhook looks strong. Secured another takedown.
He'll give another 3 for Cupp on takedown. 8-1 in favor of Ashton Cupp. Choice will go to Gardner, who defers over to Wolfter. And they want neutral. So Cupp had the Sunflower League Championships. Fell early to Ashton Keith, 7-1 via the fall. Cupp then won a tech fall on Hayden Sims, fall on Tanner Buster, on a forfeit and then lost to Colin Cummings of Shawnee Mission North in the consolation bracket. So it was.
You know, interestingly, when he wrestled Olathe North against Ashton Keith a 165 pounder, so he actually wrestled up in that. So
yet another escape point for O'Neill.
And Keith for North was a state finalist last year. Give him credit for going up 10 pounds, almost.
It's 11-3.
Cup, double underhooks, you can see. Good throw, straight to his back.
Another takedown for Cup with some extra points possible. They get a nice 14-3 lead over O'Neill. Making another 4 for a near fall.
Tech fall.
It's a tech fall. 18-3. Cup, your winner by tech fall.
Gardner up 35-10 in the duel. They are asserting themselves in the middle upper weights.
So we move on here to the 165. It's Connor Holland who takes on Trenton Estrada. Which should be interesting for both of us.
For Spring Hill at 165 and Brown at 165 for Gardner.
Okay, so I think they just made a change. So it'll actually be Hunter Brown who is at 165 from what I just heard.
I think you're correct. I think.
That's what we just heard over the loudspeaker is that. So Holland, who is originally sent in as the 165, Brown, who is listed at 175, going to take on Jackson McCurdy.
I guess they're probably both 165 pounders. Probably both made weight there, so one of them just trying to figure out which one they're going to bump.
I watched the weigh-ins, and I think my favorite reaction was Duncan Pinkham, who made weight, walked over straight to the bench and just started flexing.
Yeah, nobody likes a heavyweight on weigh-in day, unless the heavyweight is also cutting weight.
Quick 3 for a takedown for Brown. Loads up and throws him. 3-0 lead for Brown on Holland. Almost got Holland to his back there initially, still in position on top. Grabbing him right by the hamstring almost. Just trying to ride Holland there. Down it for Brown so far. Holland trying to get to his feet. Brown, I think, still has him by the wrist. You can see that wrist control has kind of been a big factor.
Right, and here's the appropriate stalling call.
There's a stalling call, so Holland will get a point for an escape. 3-1 in favor of Hunter Brown. Holland trying to shoot for the single leg and
She needs to climb up, and like I said, there he goes. Gets the
there he
takedown.
goes. Gets the takedown. Holland in front 4-3 on Hunter Brown. No possible chance to tie it up with an escape for Brown as seconds tick down in this first period. There's the tap, and time expires.
And a great end of period takedown for Holland.
4-3 for Connor Holland. So Spring Hill defers.
There's a question on the score at the table.
Which we, of course, don't get to see.
Right. Noted. They have a TV malfunction of some sort.
Yeah, that might be it. Athletic Director Clay Freegon, quick on that. Clay Freegon rocking the beard.
That's right.
Normally we know him for being a pretty well clean-shaven guy, but
right.
Trying something different. Still got position of Brown, throws him out of the circle.
And Holland did a pretty good job of getting him out of bounds, get reset, because he had control, but he didn't have the pinning combination per se.
And you can see Brown trying to get to his feet.
Right. Brown coming up again, in quad pod position.
Yep. There's the tie, 4-4.
Leg attack.
Brown's going to bounce around between being a varsity and sub-varsity guy. Holland earns another takedown. Another 3. He moves in front, 7-4. This is a guy that Holland, if there's going to be a time to get a big win for Spring Hill, it could be on Hunter Brown.
This is now or never.
Spring Hill desperately needing points.
Cradle attempt. Needs to get hip to hip and take him back. Needs to bump. Get his hip to side. He's got it loaded up. Take him straight back.
Does
he
just that.
Loses the lock. Had the right idea. Now he's looking for a barbed wire. You can see he's got that cross face.
Holland last competed at Tussle on the Trail. Just only 2 matches, 1 for him. Lost the last 2 by fall, 1 being against Jackson Bratton of Atchison County Community, 20-8.
Oh, got on the wrong side. There he goes. Now he's on the right side for his cradle. Needs to load it up, bump the hips, take it straight back. Oh, he's gonna go to the side. That works.
Time close to expiring. Holland trying to make a move quick. But I think he might just ride it out till end of 2. Holland a 7-4 lead over Hunter Brown. And they'll go neutral.
A wise idea.
A takedown can tie. Holland will shoot for the single leg. They're going to give a takedown for Brown, so that's just what the doctor ordered for the Blazers, tied up at 7. Holland trying to go for the reversal, I believe. Does just that.
9-7, I believe.
9-7, yes. That was huge for Holland to get that reversal after Brown was able to tie it up with a takedown.
Well, the takedown was a side-by-side takedown, which is kind of a usual position, but Holland did a really good job of continuing to move to the position and not letting the top wrestler settle in on him. He got taken down, immediately kept moving.
About as evenly matched as you can get in this one.
Got a chicken wing loaded up. You could see Heath trying to run around the head. Now he's got some near fall points.
Got some near fall points. There's a swipe. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to go for the fall, and we'll give him 4 near fall points. Make it 13-7 in favor of Connor Holland at 165. Hunter Brown wrestling 10 pounds down.
Huge near fall points.
For Holland to be able to extend his lead, try and give Spring Hill their first win since the 132 matchup.
Assuming a full Nelson, that means half Nelson legal, full Nelson illegal.
Those definitely hurt.
Yeah. Both of them hurt.
Especially the full.
Yeah. There's a reason it's illegal. Puts the neck in a pretty bad spot.
Mm-hmm. Holland again trying to maintain control. Brown just trying to hang on. Holland might just have Spring Hill's first win since the 132 pound. It's been 3 straight falls for the Trailblazers, but Spring Hill a big victory to put themselves back in the win column. Connor Holland at 165 takes down Hunter Brown at 165.
What was the final score to that?
It would have been 13-7.
Okay, not quite bonus points. Didn't quite get to that 8 threshold, so that's a 3-point victory. Broncos down 13-35 in the overall dual score.
So here at 175, we have Jackson McCurdy versus Trenton Estrada. Looks to be Estrada and Brown switched places. We'll wrestle out to start off this one.
Pretty wild sprawl attempt by McCurdy, but it's going to get him in trouble.
They'll give Estrada a takedown. With an escape for McCurdy. 3-1 in favor of Estrada and the Blazers. McCurdy did wrestle at Tussle on the Trail back on February 7th. Went 3-2 on the day, had 3 falls, and then was pinned twice. Once by Dale Kirby of Santa Fe Trail, the other, Dale Kirby pinned him both times.
Oh, shoot.
And Tussle on the Trail. So kind of
bad draw.
Yeah. Kind of unusual whenever someone in the same tournament pinned you twice.
Right.
Wanted to start off the day, that probably killed a little momentum. You had to work your way back into the consolation bracket, and there Dale Kirby was.
Waiting.
5-2 on that one. The first one was 0-3, and now it's a 6-1 lead for Estrada over McCurdy. McCurdy, one of the guys that kind of elevate between kind of a sub-varsity guy. It's at the Blue Valley High School JV tournament back at the end of the January.
You know, the depth for schools like Gardner and Spring Hill is interesting because they both have established middle school wrestling programs.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, a lot of the kids, even if they didn't wrestle kids club, they still come into high school, and by the time they were freshmen, sophomores, they have a lot more matches.
There's another takedown for Estrada. It's 9-1. Closing in the final seconds of period number 1. And it's Gardner choice. They'll defer to Spring Hill.
Estrada with 3 nice takedowns.
And they'll take down. It looks to be time for blood. Yeah, I could see it right on the mat. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pointing. Come clean it up.
And the guy who has to have the paddle now is in charge of cleaning up the blood. Which I could see the look on his face like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Just a little spot in the center of the mat. You can see McCurdy being talked to and looked at.
Take blood pretty seriously in wrestling.
They do, yeah.
Smearing around on each other.
So let's kind of recap what's going on so far. Estrada has 3 takedowns, and McCurdy just with a escape point. So a 9-1 in favor of Trenton Estrada. So what's it got to be for McCurdy to be able to try and get yourself back in this one?
I think he's got to get on top right now because we've seen he's going to struggle against Estrada on their feet. So if he can get a reversal Maybe even get something straight to his back, put him in a bad spot. I think an escape just gets him back to where he's been before. And Estrada's shown that he's pretty proficient on his feet.
He's able to roll McCurdy a little bit. And they're off the mat. Interesting visitor I'd like to see that's in the front row on the far side of the gym, Coach Fred Bouchard.
Oh, nice. Coming to support probably several of his athletes.
He also did start a powerlifting program, and there was an escape point for McCurdy.
And they're going to be back in neutral. We'll see if he can get something going offensively.
9-2 in favor of Estrada. Coach Bouchard, I did mention, of course, started a powerlifting program here at Spring Hill. The first year they got to do that, which I was really impressed by. I was judging at Eudora, actually, and I saw them, and Coach Tuttle, and I should know who else was there. Oh, Coach Meyer. Coach Meyer, the offensive coordinator, the call stall warning. And yeah, you can see both of them jawing at each other. Which that definitely lights a fire in both of them if you get them jawing at each other.
You don't see it too much in wrestling. A little bit.
Estrada had plenty of wrist control.
He sure did.
On that toss.
Well, there you go.
There's another takedown. That's 4 takedowns for Estrada, 12-2.
He's got a cradle locked up. This is a bad spot for McCurdy.
And he's going to have a near fall here unless he can go for the pin. He got 3, it looks like, for a near fall.
Looks like Estrada's just going to hold on to the end of the period here.
Yep, it is official for 3. He's scored nothing but 3s.
Right.
15-2. I believe just 2 more for a tech fall.
Correct.
And they'll take neutral. So Estrada, if he can get a quick takedown, he'll take it by tech fall. But for McCurdy, he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, got to score.
Got to score. I think at the max, you got to get a pin.
Right.
But Estrada's had plenty of control in this one. And there's the takedown and the win for Estrada.
Curiously, I don't know why they didn't allow him to continue through to the fall. That's what the Gardner coaches are discussing. I mean, you can get a tech pin. Like, if once you achieve 15 points, if they're in an imminent fall position, which he was, you can continue to work for the fall. That's what Coach Carroll's asking about.
So there'll be somebody different at 190. That is not Colin Lovett.
Yeah, interesting explanation. I thought I just want to hear how that goes.
So the final, that last match, 18-2 for Estrada. So Garrett Davis will wrestle for the Trailblazers at 190.
Oh, Davis looking for a body lock. You can see he's locked his hands, trying to stand up. Love it, and he does. Right feet to back.
He's got a takedown, plus possible more near fall points.
Yeah, he's looking for it all right here. He's going to work for the pin.
Oh, so close.
Davis switches to a reverse half.
I think he's got him here. He does. It's official. Quick pin for Garrett Davis at 190.
Dual score 13-46 in favor of the Trailblazers. Moving on to 215 pounds.
215. Somebody different listed. There's somebody different.
Yeah, I don't know who the Spring Hill wrestler is. It's not Hill, is it?
It's not Brennan Hill.
It's the senior night. I didn't catch his name as they blue shoes on.
I can gather this up here. Keegan Kaysen.
Kaysen, okay. Kaysen and Gusa.
So it's one of the seniors on this Spring Hill side, Keegan Kaysen at 215 instead of Brennan Hill versus Firol Guksa, and Kaysen with a quick 3 for a takedown.
We're gonna reset back in the middle. Bronco on top.
Firol Guksa versus Keegan Kaysen. Kaysen in front 3-0, I believe.
Correct.
Just a lone
Kaysen looking
takedown.
for his half. You can see he's got it broken down the shoulder.
Yep.
He's got his half in. He
There's
needs
some
to
near
settle
fall
back.
points.
Needs to get chest to chest. He's a little too high.
He's going to get
resettled.
He's going to get 4 on the near fall. He's going to try and go for this pin down here. And Guksa just able to try and square away, but Kaysen still has Guksa on his back. Got the pin.
And a nice win for the Broncos. 19-46. And the
This
big
one
boys.
might be just out of reach.
The athlete division coming up.
Here's a big matchup.
Pinkham
Quite literally.
and
Duncan Pinkham on senior night will try and face off against Landon Sweat. And Coach Bouchard in the front is loving it, which Pinkham, talking to him originally, he originally wanted to pursue wrestling, but now will play football at my former stomping grounds at William Woods University.
Right.
Which he said he might start right away as a freshman, and there's no doubt. He'll play in the Kansas Shrine Bowl in the summer.
Duncan, a talented wrestler. It's his first full season on varsity. He wrestled most of the season for Wingberger on varsity last year. Duncan going straight to the body lock. Sweat going with the throw, but they're going to be out of bounds.
Yeah.
But Pinkett's got a lot of wrestling experience. He's not your typical first-year varsity wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Duncan, one of the hardest workers. According to Coach Bouchard, who he was first brought into the program, he said it was him and Jordan Miller to show him around school.
Right.
95 career wins in his high school campaign, 33-6 this year. It's unofficial, of course, but still not a bad record for Duncan.
Not at all.
He was the heavyweight runner-up in the Frontier League Championship.
Yeah, Martin's pretty tough for Paola. I believe that's who he lost to in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's just such a different style of wrestling than the lighter weights. Heavyweight, it's all about control and positioning. Pinkham in an over-under. Sweat drives into him. Look out for a lat drop. Sweat, you can see he's backing away. Smart.
Mm-hmm. It was going to be hard to replicate what Gage Wingeter did for this Spring Hill program. Of course, you mentioned signed at Labatt, two-time state qualifier, third at regionals last year, medaled at state this past year as well. I mean, Duncan Pinkham's doing the job for just a year that he needed to do.
Right, and he did a great job filling in for Wingerter last year.
You mentioned his brother, younger one, Tuck, having to go down to 215, was going to make that commitment to go down to 215, but you mentioned hurt his knee beginning of the season.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. All the hard work and, you know, nothing else. It's good. Good life lessons prove you can do something hard. No score starting the second.
No score, yeah. Start of the second. Spring Hill to first, Gardner. Looks to be that Blazers just want to try and get a quick escape point, and that's what they will just get. Sweat takes a 1-0 lead over Duncan Pinkham.
Duncan, they roll in the body lock. He's going to roll him through.
There we go.
Duncan secures a
Got
takedown.
3 for a takedown.
Showing some athleticism, able to roll through the headlock attempt.
They'll let Sweat escape, though, but Pinkham still with a 3-2 lead. Getting in period number 2. Here, Coach Woofter working Duncan through. Ooh, Sweat wanted to try and take a shot at the leg. Both of them are just going ring around the rosy, kind of right near the edge of the circle. And they'll wrestle out.
Take down a lot of confidence for Pinkham. Love when you see heavyweights move like that.
Duncan, who is a football guy, has plenty of movement. Here goes Sweat. He's going to be just out of bounds, yeah. And Sweat again for the second time, trying to go for the takedown. Just unfortunately out of bounds before he can even garner any points. 3-2 in favor of Pinkham. It's been a takedown for Duncan and then 2 escapes for Sweat here in this second. Sweat started off this match with an escape. Neither one been confident to try and take a shot, although Sweat again twice.
Shot's been in. Sweat's
Shot's
been in on
yeah,
one.
he's been in, but it was out of bounds both times.
Duncan's a little bit strong. He's strong in this position. Sweat smart. You can see he's not driving into Pinkham. Closing seconds of the second period. You see them pummeling for inside position, digging.
Well, Duncan just trying to hang on. Try and take it to the third period, yeah.
Coming up here for Coach Woofter, is he going to put Pinkham on the bottom, or is he going to go neutral?
He went neutral.
He's going to go neutral. That's probably a wise decision.
See how this plays out again. Oh. Got to be in their position. Sweat looked a little bit too ready to start things.
Yeah. You can see Pinkham did a really good job with that left arm. He got his elbow in right to his ribs, was able to defend the attack from Sweat.
Well, just neither one willing to take a shot here in this third period.
If you're going to take a shot at this weight, you got to be pretty confident in it.
They'll lock in again. You can hear Coach Woofter. Yeah.
Get your feet moving. Yep, he's right. Can't have your feet in concrete. You're going to end up getting taken down. That's what happened when he almost got taken down at the edge of the mat.
Sweat needs some points here. Blazers have this one locked up for the most part, but Sweat will try and garner an extra win for the Blazers to cap things off. And Pinkham trying to take a shot, but Sweat tossed him to the bench.
It's a good attempt by Duncan. He had the underhook and tried a little knee block. See if Sweat can get some offense going.
And again, Sweat just too antsy to try and get started. He knows he needs this win. Pinkham just up by 1, yeah.
Bishop did a good job stopping it before it got ugly.
Sweat tried to go for a shot low. Pinkham defending well. Now here comes the shot.
Good spot. He's got that front headlock, snap it, bounce it. You want to keep it in there.
Will Sweat take another shot? He does.
Duncan has heavy hips.
And they'll go out of bounds. Pinkham just trying to retreat. And Woofter telling Duncan, you got to move your feet.
He's right, he's right. And
here he comes.
Time's short.
Sweat wanting another. A call stall warning on Pinkham. Pinkham can't stall no more or else he'll tie things up. Sweat with a shot.
Duncan just needs to wait right there, heavy hands.
And that'll be it.
Good win for Pinkham. Sweat's been in and out of the 6A rankings all year.
Big 3-2 victory for Duncan Pinkham over Landon Sweat. As this duel will come to a close, the Blazers will take this one.
46-22.
46-22, the final score. Here on senior night, Blazers play spoilers. It's the middleweights that get the job done.
They sure do. They went on a little run, 6-6-6-6-5, so that'll do it every time.
We'll recap this match after a word from our sponsors on our Elliott Insurance Group postgame show. It's been Bronco Wrestling on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
For 50 years, Elliott Group has been your local insurance partner. With 5 convenient locations, Elliott Group is big enough to offer the best carriers, but small enough to know your name and your insurance needs. Elliott Group is more than just insurance. They're a part of each community they serve, with a wide variety of insurance solutions to help your unique challenges. Elliott Group, where they're there for you today and for years to come. Visit them at any of their 5 locations or at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Kansas City Chiefs and the University of Kansas Cancer Center are at the top of their game. Both organizations know excellence comes through their actions. It's about giving support and collaborating together. It's providing comfort and leadership to forge the path to success. The University of Kansas Cancer Center cares for you in every moment, no matter how small. Learn more at kucancercenter.org.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Back here on Spring Hill Sports Live, Gardner-Edgerton takes this duel 46-22, the final score of this one. And we'll take it straight to our post-game show presented by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their community and their clients is the best way to serve them both. With offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. Britta and Matt Jones, Kaden Carvalho behind the camera. We'll break this one down for you. We'll go weight by weight. It was Cooper Peterson at 106 to defeat Hunter Germer 11-5 by decision. At 113, 4-3 in favor of Griffin Fisher.
Probably the match of the night.
It was, yeah.
Ultimate tiebreaker.
120, Brock Slimmer takes down Diego Garcia de la Cruz. At 126, it was a forfeit for Bentley Houston. 132. Sinclair was able to get the fall over Hammers in the final minutes of that third period.
That was pretty awesome. You can tell he broke him at the end of the second period and Sinclair was able to put Hammers away with the pin.
That's a ranked Cale Hammers, by the way.
Right.
Sinclair, phenomenal job. At 138, it was a fall for Xavier Randall. This is where Gardner got on a roll here. Randall pinned Canale in the second period. And then Champ Gaither took down Meyer by tech fall, 18-3. The 144, 150. Roman Klaus took care of, this is the older Slimmer. So there's another Slimmer. Bryce Slimmer was the one at 150 that we were confused on.
Okay, that makes sense now.
43 seconds.
We thought we heard that.
Yeah. 43 seconds it took Klaus to pin Slimmer in the first period. 157. Cup by tech fall, 18-2 over O'Neill. That was a big statement win before Spring Hill finally got their win at 165. Connor Holland over Hunter Brown at 165, 13-9 by decision.
Yeah, they finally needed to get back on the board there.
At 175, Trenton Estrada with a tech fall, 18-3 over Jackson McCurdy, which both those guys are flying around, but Estrada was able to get mainly just takedowns and a couple near falls. He only scored threes in that one, it just seemed like. 6 three-point wins for Estrada there. 190. It was Keegan Bonner who was pinned in 43 seconds by Garrett Davis. It's another one of those quick pins at 190. At 215, Keegan Kaysen got a pin in 1 minute and 27 seconds over Fierro Guksa. It's a big win for the Broncos. And then to round out the night, Duncan Pinkham held on to beat Landon Sweat by decision, 3-2.
Yeah, that's a good win for Duncan. And you never know, with so many schools around here, that could be a seeding criteria type win. I know the guys in 6A, a lot of them have wrestled Pinkham, so there's going to be, that common opponent factor really comes into play at regional seeding. So good win for him.
Yeah, and we take a look at the regional wrestling coming up. I believe 5A's at Piper this year, if I'm not wrong.
I think that sounds right.
I think that does sound right. And then 6A, you guys are where?
6A East is at Shimershire North.
That's where you'll be.
Yep, I'll be there
the Blazers,
all
yeah.
day. They moved to regionals this year. 5A and 6 are going to be a one-day tournament. It's going to be a long day.
Wow, yeah, a very, very long day.
Right, it's 18 schools.
And here on the Varsity Sports Live channels, I know 4A girls East Regional this week is at Tonganoxie.
Right.
Dylan Funk, Dennis Drennan will have that action for you all day long in Tonganoxie. The boys 4A regionals is in Holton this year, which interestingly enough, Tongi hosted the last few years before Holton decided to make the move this year. Always a solid program at Holton High School.
Absolutely.
But Broncos will travel to Piper next week for 5A, stayed a week after. Then we'll take a look at what's going on here in terms of basketball season, which I'm very involved in. Tomorrow, Lady Broncos and the Bronco boys basketball teams travel to Lewisburg. It's a Varsity Sports Live, Lewisburg Sports Live exclusive. BJ Harris, Josh Gillard will have that one for you tomorrow. I'll be tuning in, of course. I'll be at Johnson County baseball doubleheader against Metropolitan Community College starting at 1 p.m. And we'll take a look at when our next broadcast will be here on the channel for basketball. It'll be the 20th of February, if I'm not mistaken, against Eudora. I know they have another game at Paola. It'll be a Paola Sports Live exclusive. Aaron Feely, Emma Bain will have that one on Paola Sports Live. Yeah, Paola Sports Live, that will be on the 17th of February. We'll have you on the 20th of February. BJ Harris will be on the call for that one due to my schedule constraints. But I'll be back with you on the 24th for basketball senior night when they take on the Bonner Springs Braves. Here at home on senior night. That'll be a tough draw for the boys, and for the girls it'll be a really good game before we round out the season on February 27th against Ottawa. And then we take a look at, if things stand right now, both teams would host here in Spring Hill on different days. The girls would have a very tough draw against Blue Valley Southwest, who they didn't see in the Top Gun tournament, but they will possibly see this year if the standings come into play, that's a really loaded 5A bracket. You have at the top St. James, Piper. Those are really tough teams out of the gate you would have to play. Depending on the brackets, the boys, they would host Lansing. They are just a game ahead of Blue Valley Southwest in that 8 seed. Broncos have the 7 seed, but they would take on Lansing if the playoffs started today. So again, it's a very interesting time in 5A this year. I think anyone has a shot to make it to state, in my honest opinion. I think that's just the way the brackets have been and how good 5A basketball has been this year, which I'm sure my partner Curtis Kaiser will tell you that he could probably echo that as well. It's been a very interesting basketball season so far. Lady Broncos winners of 9 straight. Bronco boys lost their last 2, but they definitely have a chance to string a couple together within the next week or two as this season continues to wind down. Winter sports coming to a close. Start spring practices,
couple
about
weeks.
Early mid-March?
The Monday after state wrestling, so it's 2 weeks from Monday. This coming Monday,
Wow.
2 weeks. Spring
oh,
sports
my
start.
goodness. Starting a flurry. We don't have our spring schedule packed together. We do have some stuff in the works in terms of we have a few coaches preview shows that we're going to try and get lined up together, posted on our YouTube at Spring Hill Sports Live. When we do have the spring schedule for you, be sure to check our website, varsitysportslive.com, to look at the schedules and see when your team is going to be playing and where we'll have the action for you. They do it for us here. We want to thank all our sponsors. I want to thank our entire Varsity Sports Live crew for making this possible. Thank you to Spring Hill for squaring us away here. And thanks to Caden behind the camera. Matt Jones, as always, it's a pleasure. Hopefully I'll see you sometime soon. If not,
that's right. I'll be around.
Football season.
That's right.
Starting off within the early September. That's quite a long ways away, but it'll be here before you know it. Yeah.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at varsitysportslive.com.